Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome again to my YouTube channel, Eric Broadus YouTube, and I'm back again with another video. And this is some military content, but it can also be utilized by civilians as well. For this video, I'm going to call it MREs, and you guys that are in the military, y'all know what this is or have been in the military. MREs are meals ready to eat, and these particular rations, the MRE, soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, Coast Guardsmen, oftentimes we use these particular meals and when we're in battlefield conditions, or when we're in conditions where there is no dining facility or chow hall available, or places where we can get meals prepared for us and purchase them. So the MRE. Now, why am I talking about MREs? Well, given the given situation with this pandemic and the COVID-19 situation, we've obviously heard about the meat plants shutting down, and obviously meat shortages. And so what I wanted to do was to throw out some idea of what you can possibly do to feed yourself in some type of food that would have some type of sustainment. Now, understand something. The MRE, it is actually designed to sustain a GI, and that's actually for government issue, but for the sake, because I'm talking about all branches of the military and reserves and National Guard, I'm just going to say GI, because it's too many branches of service to cover. But when they are in field conditions, or even in certain places, if it's on the battlefield and you're going to be away from your forward operating base for a while on a mission, these meals ready to eat, they have a lot of calories in them. And what it is designed to do, one meal alone is designed to sustain this soldier for, or this GI for probably, you can at least, if push comes to shove, at least be sustained for at least 1 to probably like about 2 days off of it. So it gives the body certain calories and nutrients that it needs. Now, the MRE primarily is is basically a dry good, and inside of it they do have metallic like heating packs, where you take the MRE out of this pouch and you sit it inside the metal container, and it automatically will heat up, and so it can heat your food if you don't want to eat the food out of the packet at either room temperature or even eat it cold. But the bottom line here is that an MRE has a much longer shelf life. Now, when I was in, if I'm not mistaken, I can't remember, but I believe they had a shelf life of at least something like maybe like 20 years. And I recently did check, and I went on the website, and I'm going to leave the link in the description. The website I went on was Sportsman Guide, to get several types of different MREs, and the ones I saw had a 25-year shelf life. But they can be stored, preferably in somewhere probably cool and dry, and as long as they're sealed, the items will last up to up to a period of 25 years, which that's an extremely good shelf life. So this made for my vets and military buddies out there. Hey, y'all know what these MREs make it do what it do. When you don't have a hot meal, or if all else fails, you can count on an MRE. And from what I've seen, I did some price checking. So from what I've seen on Sportsman Guide, they did appear to be pretty affordable. But like I said, everybody's budget is different. But anyway, obviously in your MRE, you get your main meal. And granted, we used to call these MREs the nasties because, I mean, woof, the MREs back in the days when I first went in, they were not the, they didn't give the best, one of the best tasting product. But the MRE Meals Ready to Eat, it was designed for purpose. It wasn't designed, you know what I'm saying, to taste good. Now, they do have like certain desserts or treat items in there, you know, such as like the M&Ms or, you know, maybe the Tootsie Rolls. Now, one of my favorites was the dry goods with the crackers and the peanut butter. So I always liked those. I thought that tasted pretty good. As far as like the breakfast items in it, like with the I never was a big fan of like scrambled eggs and all the other stuff. And so I've never had powdered eggs before, and I wasn't a fan of eggs as dry goods in the MRE. You know, my favorite was the spaghetti and meatballs with the barbecue sauce. But it's just some food for thought, you know, for any of us that may have concerns about the upcoming meat shortages. And push come to shove, I always say that it's better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. And so if you have something that has 25-year shelf life, you know, I think that's something, if you can afford it, I think that's something worthwhile investing in, you know, and get you something. So just in case, if you happen to, you know, get low on food, depending on how long this thing lasts, and with the lockdown, I mean, yeah, they're trying to put people out there, you know, to go back to work and stuff like that. But, you know, I think that we still got a ways to go with this thing. So you always want to have some backup rations just in case. So if you can't, you know, some of you may even grow your food, may even grow your own food. But at least with an MRE, it offers a long shelf life, and it offers a meal that is full of calories and nutrients to sustain the human body through tough times and in rough or harsh conditions. So MRE with some water, hey, that goes a long way. You know, at this point, I'm just throwing out something for survival. And when times get hard, or if we need to survive, people will eat whatever they have to eat, and they will do whatever they have to do in order to ensure survival. So it's just something to think about, and some food for thought, you know. In MRE, obviously, you know, you get your little you get your utensils, but the main thing is the meal and the food, you know, saying for sustenance. And that's the key thing right there. It's for sustenance. So in the event, if you run out of all your dry goods that you purchase from the store, you can't get a hold of any meat or any poultry, at least you have something at the last, you know, as a what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the words, guys. As a last minute backup, you know. If all else fails, at least you have something in some way that if you're interested, that you'll be able to feed yourself and even your family. I'm not saying that it may not be the most popular idea, but hey, in this pandemic, there's a whole lot of things that are not popular now and inconvenient. And the one thing I thank God that I did go into the military, because what it did, it taught us how we were taught and trained how to survive and to adapt. And so in this time that we're in, there's going to be a whole lot of inconveniences. And I hope that any of you guys and ladies that are considering going into the military, I hope that you consider that. That's right, meals ready to eat. You know, they will sustain you, and they've actually come a long way. So the MREs now are a lot more tastier. They give you much more selection, so they're a whole lot better than what they were years ago when I went in. So you get much more variety, and they do taste a whole lot better. and like I said, they will keep you keep you sustained and keep you functioning. So that's the key. But it's just something to think about. Just some food for thought. Hey, if any of you guys or ladies had some MREs, you got the Tootsie Roll. Hey, just in the comment section, just give me a 1. But yeah. So I will I'll leave the link in the description. And the company that I found, like I said, was Sportsman's Guide. So I'm going to purchase some MREs from them. And granted, they have they have the regular military issued MREs, but they also do have another brand where it's more fancy, like a gourmet type of MRE, but they offer you different meals. So it's not going to be typically bland or like you would see in a in the movies, on TV in Vietnam, where the MREs look nasty. So no, it's not like that. They have some gourmet styles, and you can purchase a tub which offers 160 servings, and the price rate was around about it was $257 and I think maybe 63 cents. But don't quote me on that. You can go on Sportsman Guide for yourself and check it out. And then they also have breakfast MREs. So there are different options that they display on their website. But yes, indeed, the military did teach us how to adapt, and this would be cataloged in my videos on how to succeed in the military. So if you want to succeed in the military, you have to be able to adapt and be ready to adjust for uncomfortable conditions or inconvenient circumstances. But we do what we have to do in order to push through and get through. And so for any of you guys or ladies that's looking to join the military, just look up MREs, Meals Ready to Eat, if you're interested in finding out what the purpose of those rations are, if you want to go more in depth. But yeah, so they're much better than what they used to be. But those are field condition rations, if we way out in the combat zone and we're not going to be back at our forward operating base, and we out there, then at least you have something to eat. And I tell you, when times get hard, you'll definitely learn to appreciate some food and water. That becomes very valuable. But that's all I have for this one. But the name of this video, again, is called MRE's, Meals Ready to Eat. And for my vets, and my military guys and ladies, y'all know what this is about. Shout out to you guys and thank you for your service. But for those that have never eaten an MRE before on the civilian side, I recommend take a look at it. I think the price is pretty good for that many servings. But you can go on the website and check it out and see if you're interested, you can purchase it. If not, hey, it's no big deal. But it's just something just to check out. Every little bit helps, and it's always nice to have something as a backup, just in case if these supply chains get broken and things don't go the way they plan. But that's all I have, guys, on this video. And again, the name of my channel is Eric Broadus YouTube. That's EricBroadus YouTube, or ericbroadusyoutube.com. And I also have my podcast, audio podcast, which is Snacks Thoughts, SNAKZTHOUGHTS, Snacks Thoughts. You can find me on Spotify, Anchor, Radio PBM, iTunes, Spreaker, and a host of other social media and podcast platforms. That's all I have. Please subscribe to my channel. And thanks to my subs that have subscribed. And thank you guys for listening and for watching the video. Please hit that like button, leave some comments, and if you choose to subscribe, please subscribe. Tap that bell so you can get any future videos, live streams, and any information that's going on with this channel. All right, that's all I got, guys. Again, meals ready to eat. Consider it. You know, it may be something that you want to have in your toolkit as a backup, just in case these meat shortages and supply chains get out of whack. Peace, guys.